Hello, everyone. Welcome to Wingcat Sports, and it's Lions postgame. Lions versus Bears. Lions showing up this week, winning 52-21 against the Bears. Again, the Bears aren't the greatest team,
That's an understatement.
It shows that maybe last week was not as bad as you thought. Maybe it's just the Packers are a good team. I mean, you put up 52 points. Usually, even against bad teams, that's pretty good.
You got to be happy for a win, of course, because it makes you 1-1. If anybody thinks you're going to win in Baltimore next Monday night, you're probably in the minority. I don't think they're going to. So this game really was important. I don't know if there's been that much improvement from last week. It's kind of hard to tell. I was hoping to see something, but Chicago is such a shitty team that how do you even
the Bears still
how can you even tell if there's been any improvement?
I mean, you ran.
But
Bears.
But that's what we were saying.
I was expecting a stronger.
This is going to take 3 or 4 weeks to evaluate and to sit there and see where we're kind of at. Now, the Bears the first week against Minnesota looked pretty darn good, but maybe that means Minnesota sucks, and which is what we thought before the season. We thought they would be the 4th place team in our division. What I'm surprised about is that the Bears showed almost no emotion.
For Ben Johnson's return to Detroit,
I thought they would be.
Yeah, it was pretty.
I thought they'd be sky high for their coach. I thought they were going to come in here and give us a handful, just because they were going to beat
or at least make it close.
And they looked asleep out there. They looked asleep.
Past at the end of the first half, the game was over. You knew it was.
Right. I kept waiting for them to make like a run. I kept make some kind of. They were never in this game, not even for a minute.
And for the sake of this video, I watched the whole game. Otherwise, I would have stopped past. I would have watched it.
Right.
I started paying attention to the Tigers game once it hit the third quarter. Yeah. Still had that on. I was watching the Tigers game. But hey, I mean, again, you played well, which is what you wanted to see. It's like I said in our pregame, it was either going to be a really close game or you were going to murder them because of last week.
And I was expecting a close win,
and you murdered them.
Right. So, I expected the Bears to come in here fired up. I expected them to come up here and here. And I'm sure their fans are going to give it to them.
Oh, yeah, probably.
I can't wait to listen to the Bears podcast.
This was a total deflated balloon for the Bears.
Yeah.
They were talking, winning the division before this season, how Ben Johnson was going to change things, and he still may.
This kind of loss is deflating, though. This kind of loss is deflating.
And I'm beginning
for any team.
I'm beginning to give up on Caleb Williams as a quarterback. I thought he was going to develop into something special, and now I'm thinking he's going to be.
I think he had points of being really accurate with his passes today, but he also made some just dumb. That Kirby Joseph interception was god awful. Throw by him.
Oh man, he made some terrible decisions.
You had that Terrion Arnold interception was a bad decision.
Right.
I'm starting to agree with you.
You can't. I thought with Ben Johnson coming on board that this guy seems a little uncoachable. He seems like he's very hard to deal with.
He had his moments last week. This week he looked against a better defense, I guess, with how we played.
I don't think we are though.
But he did not look as good this week.
I thought Justin Fields is doing okay.
I think he had almost all day to throw the ball. Caleb Williams had all day in that pocket. Maybe a little bit more pressure once Davenport got hurt. Then we started putting a little more pressure on him because
Davenport kept them playing.
I think Mohammed is a better defensive end.
Looking at the stats,
I gave up on Davenport. I'm sick of that guy.
Looking at the stats.
Yeah.
Of everything. If you let me talk, looking at the stats of everything, Caleb Williams was 19 for 30, threw for 207 yards, 2 TDs, 1 interception. Got sacked 4 times, so we didn't get to him. Muhammad had a sack. Davenport had a sack. Hutch had a sack. And Branch had a sack. Branch and Davenport got hurt during the game, but I believe they both came back in. I thought Davenport was out for the year again the second I saw him go down.
Yeah. So
I really don't care if he goes out for
But Swift didn't have a terrible day for the Bears, but I mean, he didn't run for too much. He ran for 63 yards and 12 carries. Luckily, I didn't play him this week. I benched him this week. I benched Montgomery, too, who only had 57 yards. Gibbs led the team in rushing this week. He got going. He ran for 94 yards and 12 carries. Both Gibbs and Montgomery had a touchdown. Goff threw for 5 touchdowns, 334 yards, 23 for 28.
Your dad didn't.
No, I didn't put him in because I got Jaden Daniels. Why would I? I'm gonna.
Aduze did pretty good for the Bears. He had 128 yards, 2 TDs. Amon-Ra St. Brown had 115 yards for 3 TDs. I didn't think Dan Campbell needed to go for it in 4th down on that last touchdown, but
I think he
just wanted to rub it in Ben Johnson.
Yeah, they say
maybe.
he said that they're friends, but I don't know if that's
well. Ben Johnson took some shots at him.
Well, they did. He took shots at Goff,
and I don't think he was.
He did.
I mean, I understand he's not our coach anymore, but I thought it was some of his comments were unnecessary. But that being said, I mean, I thought both coaches really had to win this game, and I just it's inexplicable to me that how the Bears just came in here so flat.
Yeah,
I don't get it.
Well, it's actually I was surprised looking at like the time of possession that they were pretty equal with time of possession. They were only about it looks to be about 40 seconds difference in time of possession. So
yeah.
Like that's pretty surprising. With how the game went. With how the game went.
That is surprising.
Lions had a total of 511 yards to the Bears 339. Bears had 2 turnovers. But I mean, again, the Lions controlled the game overall.
We know that because like from last week, like I said, we're getting an idea of what these teams are going to be like. And last week there was only one reason we lost in the trenches last week, and this week Goff had all the time in the world. He threw the ball.
He threw some long bombs. Tesla had another amazing catch this week.
J-Mo twice. This could have been far worse than what it was because J-Mo was wide open on a couple plays and he missed them. And I like I said, hey, you give them time and you block. That line looked good, but we're going against Chicago, not Green Bay, who might be the best defense in the league right now. I don't know.
We'll see how the year goes. You will play. I mean, you'll have your revenge on Green Bay on Thanksgiving, but we'll see how that goes. But that's far in advance. But overall, good game from the Lions. Yeah. Not disappointed whatsoever. Yeah. On to next week against Baltimore. We'll get that pregame out. That will probably be my last pregame here before I go on my work trips and be gone for a while. I'm going to try to keep up with videos while I'm gone, but it might not happen.
You owe us some Iron City beer.
We might be behind.
Well, I think. Well,
but we'll end it here. If you like what you see, like, comment, subscribe. Let us know what you thought about the Lions game, what you think about the future. Until next time, we'll see everybody.
Go Lions.